Hi everybody, AstroTarotJohn here, and this is your card for Thursday, February 12th, 2026, and this is Judgment from the Fallout Tarot. Fallout is a game that I have been a huge fan of ever since I discovered Fallout 3. Fallout 4 was in my home city of Boston, and of course the recent television series has probably made a fan out of a whole lot more people, but this is the Judgment card from the Fallout Tarot deck. Of course, Fallout fans, I recommend that you pick up this deck, even though, like some of the other decks by Inside Editions, the pip cards are not really illustrated. In any case, let's talk about Judgment. Judgment is about making decisions. It's about a clean slate. It's about seeing everything in a new light. It's about forgiveness, and it's about unburdening yourself, feeling like anything you've done has been forgiven. So what does that mean for us today? Well, the first thing is Judgment doesn't come up with paper or plastic or Heavenly Hash versus Rocky Road, although I'm fans of both. When it comes to Judgment, Judgment is about making a big decision. They're not easy decisions, but they're big ones. So today, if there's a big decision that you've been putting off, if you have all the information you need to make the decision, make the call. There's no reason for you to wait around anymore if you know. Just because a decision is hard doesn't mean that you should sit on it as long as possible. The implications of that decision, the ramifications of that decision are not going to change much the longer you wait, and usually it makes it worse. So first piece of advice to you today is if you're making a call and you have all the information you need, realistically, then make the call and be done with it. The second part is that Judgment provides a clean slate. If you have been in situations where it just seems like you're going nowhere, the Judgment card is a great card to say, hey, look, start fresh, start back from square one. In many cases, this card comes up for people who really want to do a full reset of a certain part of their lives. The Judgment card comes up and says, you know what, here's your fresh start. So today, the Judgment card represents your fresh start in the area that you need it. Take that energy and reset. The final piece of the puzzle for Judgment often represents forgiveness. And this could go one of two ways for me today. A lot of times people have trouble forgiving themselves for things that they've done. That's something that a lot of folks struggle with. If you are one of these people who have struggled with forgiving yourself for any mistakes you've made in the past, today is your day to say, it's time to let that go. I had a tarot reading once from a wonderful tarot reader, and she said to me that once you've learned the lesson, you don't need to keep watching the videotape. In other words, if you've figured out what you did wrong, then you don't need to keep burdening yourself by replaying it in your mind. So please stop doing that. Forgive yourself for what you've done. If someone else is owed forgiveness, if you need to forgive someone else, this is also a good time to do that too. The Judgment card gives us a way to do that. In any case, I'd like to thank you as always for watching this video. My name is AstroTarotJohn, and I look forward to seeing you across my table soon, whether virtually or in person.